Dr. Amanda from StraightSmile Solutions, and today we're going to continue our series about keeping dentists busy during the slowdown, keeping your practice going, expanding your practice, social media, and everything else. And today we're going to be talking a little bit more about actionable items and KPI for yourself and your staff during the slowdown, things you can do to add value to your practice and to keep people busy, so that when we get out of this in a few weeks, you are actually going to be in a far better place than you were before. So one of the free things that you can do, and of course I know our goal is to not spend money, is to start to scale your social media, scale your digital footprint. So I recommend launching Instagram and regularly posting. A lot of dentists have an Instagram account, but they do nothing with it, which basically defeats the whole purpose, right? So in order to start your Instagram, if you don't already have one, I'm assuming you have a business Facebook. If you have a business Facebook, it's really easy to just open your Instagram because they're all connected. And what you post on one will allow you to post on the other, and so on. So it's like super easy, right? So there's a million YouTube videos on how to do that. If you don't know how to do it, give me a buzz and I can help you. So once you've launched it, make sure you, of course, go into your profile. I'm going to click on my profile here and set it up. So this is my profile. True disclosure, I didn't really start working on this one until maybe a little more than a year ago, but I've done pretty well. I post regularly. I do about 5 to 6 posts a day. Most of it is de novo content. A lot of it's shuffled, and I probably have 1,000 pieces of content that I shuffle, and I try to add, one of my KPIs is to add at least 1 piece of content per day to my content library. Some stuff becomes outdated, but some stuff is always being added. In terms of followers, I have 2,293 followers, of which are all organic. I don't pay for them, nor do I pay for people to do this for me. I reach out to them myself, or people find me. These are all dentists or people in the dental industry. So these are all quality followers. Your goal is to have followers that are all prospective patients in your local area. So that's your goal. I'm also following a fair amount of people as well, which are all people who could potentially follow me. So my goal per day is to reach out to 100 new people. This is part of my KPI. Now, does it happen every day? No, because sometimes I'm super busy. But when it's slow, it does happen. So you want to make sure your profile is short and sweet, kind of says who you are. Obviously, if you're a dentist, it's going to say where your practice is, a little bit about you. And you're going to have a link to your website for actionable items, okay? And down here, it's going to show you your past posts and stuff like that. Now, Instagram, a little bit about the demographics of it, over 50% is under age 34. Now, a lot of that is also kids and teens. So, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But I think around 70% is under age 44. So this is definitely more for the Gen Y, Gen Z, millennial generation, not Gen X, not baby boomers. So it depends on if you're a perio practice, maybe you don't want to do this. It depends on if you're a prof practice, maybe you don't want to do this. But if you're a GP, pedo, or ortho practice, you want to do this if you haven't already. So you have your KPI, you're going to want to reach out to people. That doesn't mean they're going to follow you back, but they might, and you just kind of keep going, keep trying. So I try to search, now that I already have 2,293 followers, I click on new quality followers and see who they're following, and then I try to connect with them. So that kind of makes sense. So, obviously if it's dental industry followers, then I'm going to see who they're who's following them. I'm looking for people that are active on Instagram. I don't need kind of dead weight followers. So let's say, for example, I'm a dentist. I'm in San Francisco. That's where I used to practice. And I'm looking for young adults who maybe have kids, millennial patients. So I might put in San Francisco. Let's spell it right. And I might put in kids. Okay. One of the easiest ways to follow people, and a lot of these are shops, right? Not necessarily people, but is to follow a hashtag. A hashtag is basically a category that somebody creates. You can follow it. And when people post new things, they're going to hashtag it San Francisco Kids. Now, I'm guessing most people that hashtag something San Francisco Kids are parents in San Francisco posting pictures about their kids. So, and then from there, they're going to give you other suggestions, other kind of hashtags you can follow. So you kind of get that idea. So it will bring up, if you follow this, it'll bring up posts, when people do it, and then you can like that person. And from there, once you like somebody, and follow somebody, you can go in and follow their friends, and et cetera, et cetera. And then, of course, if you're posting content on a regular basis, people will start finding you in the same way, right? Really, really easy. It's actually quite easy. So yeah, KPI, come up with a goal. This is something you can 100% task one of your team members to do for you. Um, the content, of course, as a dentist, I would definitely want to approve what's being posted because, once you make a mistake, you can totally poison your practice. So be careful of what's being posted. And make sure if you're posting anything about your own patients that you do have a social media release. I also like to let the parents courtesy know that I'm also going to be posting them. Sometimes they think it's the most awesome thing, and they will, if they are an Instagram follower, they'll start sharing it, et cetera, et cetera. So that's pretty much it. Instagram. So great way to grow your practice. Of course, remember, you do need to go ahead and set up your profile. That's the most important thing so that people can find you if you do that, okay? So you want to set it so that it has a good profile photo, maybe a profile of yourself and your staff outside your office. There's an actionable link so they can go and learn more at your web practice. If you want to make it super cool and sophisticated, you can have all kinds of virtual appointments and actionable contact us and email us and stuff like that. But yeah, if you set up this Instagram right now and really work on it for the next month, you will do very well by the time you come back. Feel free to connect with me. It's something I'm not a social media guru by any means. I just do it as something to do. But I know a lot about it, so I'm glad to give you some tips. If you're looking for someone to run your social media, there are lots of really talented people out there. I have hired someone for my Facebook. I do my own Instagram. I do my own content. So that makes it significantly cheaper. I do paid Facebook ads. They do work. They really do. Assuming you have the right person who's talented and knows what they're doing. But that's a whole nother story. So hopefully this will give you some tips. Today's Monday, I don't even know what today is. Today the 23rd, something like that. Of March it is. So hey, connect with us. Go to StraightSmileSolutions.com. Keep bringing your tricks and tips, and we'll be glad to help you. Take care.